What if I told you that there is a kind of farm that can produce millions of items per hour? Introducing the EOL farm. These farms are so fast that they can actually break your game. Oh dear. In my last video, I dug a colossal hole, and now I'm about to fill it up with not one, not two, but 4 of the fastest farms in the game. Just be warned, if you stick around until the end of the video, you might witness me breaking my game. Now before we dive in, let's figure out what kind of farms we're actually dealing with here. I've got 4 different biomes at my disposal, and I have some ideas. A gold farm, a hoglin farm, a gas farm, and a magma cream farm. Now the only problem is the magma cream farm. I'm trying to figure out how on earth I'm going to create a collection system for that, but hey, I'll address that problem when it comes to it. All right, let's focus. This here is the magnificent hole I dug. Oops, I almost forgot I left the world eater parked right here. Silly me. Let's do a little demolition, shall we? Oh, much better. Now we can truly get down to business. EOL farms are massive platforms consisting of sliced nether portals at the bottom of the world. To make these farms function, we need to make sure there are no blocks above them. When there are blocks above, apparently the game gets all confused and starts trying to spawn mobs where it can't, resulting in significantly lower rates, because it's stupid. In my last video, I went all out and removed some of the bedrock ceiling. And now to construct these EOL farms, I'm going to need to get rid of the bedrock floor as well. Lucky for me, each of these farms will only be 2x2 chunks. Why? Well, we want all the mobs to go to a single central nether portal on the overworld side. If I make the nether side larger, then I risk mobs not going through, wrecking the production rates. So 2x2 chunks it is. Now let's talk about the Bedrock Breaker. I'm using this fantastic contraption designed by the one and only Dezu. Link in the description if you want to use it. Now with this machine, I need to remove 4 holes, each with 5 layers of bedrock. But there's a catch. The Bedrock Breaker can only handle 1 layer at a time. I need to build 20 of them. Give me a minute. Alright, the first bedrock breaker is complete. Just one tiny task left, removing this redstone block right here. Now we let the waiting game begin. And by waiting game, I mean staring at the screen like a sloth waiting for its pizza delivery. Well, it's been a hot minute, and I believe it's time to construct the next bedrock breaker. And hey, I don't want to drag this out and bore you to tears, so let's speed things up for the rest of the bedrock breakers. Okay, it's been a week. I finally removed all the bedrock. Just gonna grab these. These are the leftover materials. I think I'm just gonna leave them here in case I need them in the future. Now here's where the real fun begins. The update suppression phase. Feast your eyes on this bad boy, the update suppressor. Its mission? Overflow the update engine and let us break the game in ways that we should never, and I mean never, be able to do. Oh yeah, we're talking crazy nether portals, all sorts of crazy stuff. But for now, we're going to focus on the broken art of portal slicing. It's like slicing a cake, but way cooler. Before we dive into portal slicing though, I need some materials to build the update suppressors. Don't worry, it's just a simple shopping list of a few rails, some target blocks, oh I hate those, a bit of sand, and a bit of redstone. That should be all I need. I'm hoping I have all the materials because I am not going back for more. Alright, it's building time, but wait. Out of the 4 suppressors, the last one has a little twist. If you want to see, you'll need to keep watching. Trust me, it'll be worth it. For now, I'm just going to build the first 3 suppressors. Alright, the update suppressors are finally complete. Now the next thing I need to do is the portal slicing. This is the hardest part. Okay, here's the update suppressor. All I should need to do is build another portal right here. Light it up, activate the suppressor, remove the obsidian. Oh wow, it worked. What do you know? Wait a minute. I built the suppressors in the wrong place? My brain went on vacation there. Let me fix this mess. I'll be right back. Oh boy, I think I broke my game. I'm gonna restart the server. Let's give it another shot. Build another portal, light another portal. Yes! Success. Okay, now I have to move the rail line. Easy. Just gotta do this 31 more times. Great, I'll be back in like 5 years. Don't worry, I'll bring snacks. That took a lot longer than I thought it would. I ran into a few problems. Yeah, we don't need to talk about those. Anyways, now I need to fix the other two update suppressors, because apparently I can't make simple third grade calculations. I should really stop playing Minecraft after midnight. Alright, both update suppressors should now be working correctly. No more mistakes. Now onto the gas farm. It's going to be a little bit different because I only want gas to spawn. In the Soulsand Valley, there are only 3 mobs that spawn. Skeleton, gas, and the occasional Enderman. Now here's a trick. Skeleton and Enderman can't handle the light, but gas can. So guess what? I'm just going to light the place up. Also, to make things easier, I'm going to spread out the nether portals, reducing my workload. Then I'll simply light up the rest to make sure nothing else ruins the gas party. Now the portal slicing here is similar to the magma cream farm, but with an extra step. Build the nether portal, light the nether portal, slice the nether portal. Now if I grab a lava bucket, I can actually remove the nether portals in between, allowing me to create the necessary pattern for the farm. And there we go. That's 1 row done. Now instead of just moving on to the next row, I can skip a few because I don't need all 32 rows of sliced nether portals. There we go. Just gonna finish up here, and then we can move on to the third farm. That actually didn't take long at all. Now let's move on to the third farm, the Hoglin farm, the most overpowered food farm in the game. It's just like the Magma Cube farm, but with a twist. Every other row will be illuminated with torches. Why, you ask? Well, the torches provide a higher light level, preventing piglins and other garbage from ruining the Hoglin spawns. And I want the maximum amount of Hoglins possible, because that gets me the most food possible. So let's go finish up this Hoglin farm. Wait a minute, I don't have any torches. There we go. And finally, that should be the third farm done. Now, I was talking earlier about how the last farm had a small twist. It's a gold farm. And if you don't know, there's a block in the game that only zombified piglins can spawn on. Magma blocks. Yeah, I need to swap the obsidian underneath the portals with the magma blocks. And really the only way I can think to do this is to update suppress on Y level 0, which I have no idea how to do. Oh wait, apparently Joe Bro already figured it out. This here is a Y level 0 update suppressor made by Joe Bro. It apparently can update suppress on Y level 0. It uses this different kind of update suppressor that is able to use this flying machine that controls the update suppression. I'm not going to go into detail, but all I should need to do is build this big boy and then simply start portal slicing. I guess I'll just go build the update suppressor then. Alright, this here's the update suppressor. A small problem that I noticed with this suppressor is that it doesn't have a moving rail line, meaning that I need to rebuild the rail line for every row of portals. To use this beast, all I should need to do is slice the portal how I would normally. Then I need to build this flying machine here. This is what's going to allow me to replace the obsidian with magma blocks. Then all I need to do is activate the suppressor and start breaking. Oh my god, it's working. This is really nerve-wracking because every time I break a block, I expect something to go wrong and break the nether portals. Okay, the obsidian is gone. Now I need to repeat the process, but instead of breaking obsidian, I need to place in magma blocks. Perfect, that's 1 row of portals done. Now I need to remove this rail line, rebuild it along the next row. Gee, this is going to take much longer than the magma cream farm. Wish me luck. It's done! I'm going to bed. All 4 of the UL nether sides are done. Now I need to do the overworld sides. Before I start any of that though, I need to repair my tools. Tools are repaired. Now let's focus on the first 3 farms, because I still have no idea how I'm going to deal with the magma cubes. First on the agenda is the gold farm. If I want to squeeze out the maximum amount of gold from this farm, I need to use looting. I have 2 options for looting: player killing or TNT looting. Player killing comes with a small problem though. You see, players attract XP, and as XP starts piling up like a mountain, it will break the server. So to keep the server from having a meltdown, I'm leaning towards TNT looting. Trust me, it's better. Now first, let me explain how TNT looting works. You take taken arrow shot by a player and preserve it so you can use it to light TNT. When the TNT explodes and takes down those zombified piglins, it counts as a player kill. Now looting works in a peculiar way. It kicks in when it detects you holding a looting weapon. So if you're equipped with a looting weapon, all your player kills will have looting applied. But here's the thing, XP is still a problem, but since there isn't a player attracting the XP, we can actually collect the XP and destroy it. A good way I found for separating XP is chains. Items can flow under the chains while XP gets separated along the chains. Bye bye XP. Now let's talk storage. According to my calculations, I need around 60 double speed shulker loaders to handle the gold avalanche this farm will produce. Now that should be the gold farm sorted out. Now into the Holigan farm. It's a lot like the gold farm except without the need for looting because nobody in their right mind needs a million pork chops per hour. Instead I've set up a Hogling kill chamber with a lava bath at the top. The Hoglins fall, get cooked, and voila, we have food. But don't worry, I've implemented a shifting floor to collect all the items. And yes, the same storage system applies here because the production rates are quite similar. That's a wrap for the Hogling farm. Next up, the gas farm. A simple yet elegant design. I didn't feel the need for a shulker storage here since it's a bit slower compared to the other farms. Instead, I've placed a couple of double chests that will fill up from this small kill chamber using wither roses. Now that I have a solid plan for the first 3 overworld sides, I need to figure out a good way to get to the overworld side. To reach the overworld side, I need to place nether portals that won't interfere with the farms. 2 chunks out should work. Okay, I think that's working. The next step is building, but of course, before I do that, I need to get some materials. All the overworld sides have some sort of update suppression with portal slicing, so I'll need to put that into consideration as well. Man, I have some work to do. Alright, that should be all the materials. All I really need to do now is build, then after that I'll deal with the magma cubes. Yeah. Okay, that should be the first 3 overworld sides done. Now I need to worry about the magma cubes. Oh boy. Okay, so they can first come down a tube. Wait a minute. I have a terrible idea. Oh my god, that's so cursed. This platform on the bottom should go up and down, killing the magma cubes from the wither roses, and then the water should bring the drops to the storage system. I really hope this is gonna work. Okay, so the first thing I need to do is the update suppression. I need to build the update suppressor. Okay, now I need to update suppress the top portal. And now the bottom. How in the world am I gonna do the bottom? Signs. I know this may look broken, but just wait, I think it'll work. Okay, I have this sign tower here. All I should need to do is break the soul sand under the wither roses. Oh my god, it worked. I genuinely thought that would not have worked. Well, now I need to do the other 20 then. Perfect, all the wither roses are done. That should be all the update suppression. All I should need to do now is build the collector around all these wither roses, and then I can deal with all the sorting. I'll be right back. That should be all the building for the EOL farms done. Now all I need to do before I get these things running is I need to configure all the sorters. To do this, all I should need to do is fill the sorters with the correct items. Give me a minute. And there we go. That should be all the EOL farms complete. Now let's get these things running. think that's going to wrap it up for today's video. I hope you enjoyed. I had a lot of fun making this, and these videos also take me a very long time to make, so consider subscribing, and I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye.